Welcome to Brutally Honest, where I do not ask for free garage work in exchange for exposure. Now, this is not a review of the Mark III Panda, because there's been about 4 million of those. However, this is, I think, the world's first review of a Fiat Panda Alessi. Now, the Alessi was available in 3 colours. Orange with orange, like this one, green with green, and black with the green interior. Basically, this is a Fiat Panda Eleganza with fancy paint, vinyl on the rear 3/4, which always flakes off, interior colour on the door cards, a unique centre console, white aerial, white roof rails, and the dashboard is ever so slightly different. The biggest problem with the orange ones, and this has very, very badly, is appalling lack appeal. Every single panel on this one needs respraying. Luckily, the car's galvanised, otherwise there'd be nothing left. So what is an Alessi? Well, they're an Italian kitchen design manufacturer. You may have seen their lemon juicer by Philip Stark, and their cheese grater by Zaha Hadid. Very pretentious, but kind of fun as well. Their logo is the little man that is all over this car. Now, because I've got so many cars, this has only done 58,000 miles. Just passed its MOT, and then 3 days later, it blew a massive hole in the back box, which I'm going to leave for a while because it sounds incredibly rorty, as I shall now demonstrate. Please don't fall off. The car was unveiled at the 2005 London Home Show, whatever that is. Now, there were slight differences. For instance, the car was shown with white door handles, a white front grille, and ever so slightly different wheels. The brochure actually shows this with the facelifted grille that's been colour-coded, which does look slightly better than this one, because it's just got the edges painted. Stefano Giovanni, who designed the Alessi, he changed some things which never made it to the production car. He wanted a white aerial with little red LED on the end. He wanted the white door handles. He wanted a black board. And he wanted 2 little ramps, essentially, for the back, so you could have a flat floor. Different gear gaiter. Now, some of these items I actually do prefer. Sadly, didn't happen. Here's where things get slightly interesting. In Japan, they were all automatics and all had the Skydome sunroof. In Europe, some manuals, some with the Skydome, some without the Skydome. Now, the UK, all we got was manuals. I believe the Skydome was offered as an option, but I have never seen it or never heard of one. So I think I'm right in saying they are all manual, no sunroof. which is a shame, because I do like the sky dome roof on a Panda. So how many were made? How many are left? We don't know. You see, the problem is, every single one is registered as an Eleganza. I once tried with the DVLA to get that changed, and then they just kind of told me to go somewhere else. Now, the rumours were the dealers were given one whether they wanted one or not. And so some were heavily discounted because, let's be honest, it does stand out quite a bit. People will look, they will laugh, they will stare, they will point. The other issue you've got as well, not that I've ever done this, but you can never get into road rage, you can never cut somebody off, you can never go through a strong amber light, because people will remember you. So the orange is probably the most common that you see, by a long shot, probably 90%. And then you've got maybe 8% black and about 2% of the green, at least in the UK. Now, by all accounts, there's roughly 2 green ones in the UK that we know about. So yeah, speaking of not being able to sell them, I have seen maybe 2 where the white bits have been painted a body colour. If you remember the Rover 200 BRM with the orange grille, the dealers were lumbered with them as well, and some of them painted them silver just to get rid. So yeah, I don't think this was the biggest seller in the world for Fiat. They took a gamble. I mean, I like it. And it's not to be confused with the orange Fiat Panda Mammy that you'll see. Although that one does gain orange air vents, which maybe they should have got. I apologise for the wind noise, but yeah, this one, it's got mange. Every panel. So yeah, that is unique on the Alessi painted bit. So I apologise for the wind noise. And you probably can tell, just lack appeal everywhere. So every panel's a different colour. The roof has been resprayed, not by me, and an amazing job that they did. It's a unique aerial. Again, filthy. But that is the original colour it should be, and it's clearly faded. You can really notice it on the camera that is entirely different to that one. There's the mascot, the Alessi symbol. So this is all plastic clad. The wind's picking up. Well, let's have a look inside. It is a bit filthy. It looks worse on camera, that, to be fair. So the orange door cards. There's camera gear everywhere, but rear seats. Ugh. So yeah, what you're paying for with an Alessi is apart from the interior, you've got this unique sensor console where the cup's at the back. On a normal Mark III Panda, it's up here. What is this? Well, that is an iPod holder. Doesn't plug into anything, it just holds an iPod, whatever that is. Underneath is a CD holder where you can get 15, 20 CDs in there, whatever they are, whatever that is. So how come I ended up with this one? Well, it was being sold in 2017 as spares or repair. If you've ever owned a Panda Mark III or a Fiat 500, you'll know the rear axles just disintegrate whenever they want. Luckily, it takes about 30 minutes. It's about 8 bolts to put a new rear axle on. Now this one has actually got a post-2015 500 rear axle, which means it's gained an anti-roll bar. It's also about ½ a centimetre wider track at the rear. So it's basically got a Polish handling pack. In theory, it should handle a lot better than a normal Mark III Panda. So I could talk to that camera there for 3 days. The second I step out, I absolutely hate it. Especially because where I am now, it is quiet until I step out, and then immediately 4,000 tractors come past and I look like an arsehole. Even more so than usual. It's incredibly windy today, and I've just had a guy drive past in a Qashqai looking at me strange. Not sure why. So, score 7 out of 10. He gets 2 bonus points because look at it, stupid. 9 out of 10.